Alright guys, welcome back. Here we go, GMC Acadia. This is the part 2 video. We did a lot of work on the top here, on the side, on that first video. So this is why we're doing this job, because there's a code correlation timing problem right here. We got some slack on those chains. Cam pressure is not working properly, it's loose. So that's why we're doing this job. So I did a lot of work off camera on this. On the short video I made, crank pulley remove, pretty easy. Water pump is out, it's moved away on the corner. Bolt on this side right here, this coming from the wheel well. And then there's one at the back behind. You have to lay down flat with like 4 feet extension and a socket. I think it's a 50mm socket, and you have to lay down flat on the exhaust side, and then just take the bolt out from the back. And tons of bolts on this timing cover. The two things that you need to focus is this 10mm bolts down here. There's 2 right here, 18 right here. The big fat one is 18, and then everything the rest is 13mm. So 3 different size sub sockets. It's pretty easy. Just one 18 and 2 10s right here, and the rest is 13mm sockets. All right, so it's time to take out this cover now. So I'm just gonna use a flat pry bar. We're just gonna put it in between the timing and the cam phaser right here. Just gonna pry it, rock it left and right. Same thing on the back right here. Just pry it left and right. All right, guys, check that out. Wow, lots of carbon, lots of dry oil and sludge. There's no broken piece or anything. I bet you this tensioner is stretched to the max. Alright, so I pulled out my leak down test equipment here. We're gonna do a further diagnose on this. So let's start with this cylinder over here at the front, right here. Alright, so basically this is the gauge for the compressor tank. We're gonna apply pressure into the cylinder, and we're gonna read the pressure on the cylinder right here. So the key on this, make sure all the valves are closed, exhaust and intake valve are closed. So the only way to find out when these valves are closed is make sure you got the valve cover out for sure. And the cam loops right here, it's on the side. Same thing on this side, is facing on the side, the cam loops. So we know that the valves are closed. So now let's apply air in. So let's turn this knob right here and watch the pressure of the cylinder. Look at that. My air going in, and the pressure in the cylinder is nothing. It looks like it's coming from this side. You change the frequency of the sound. So the intake valve is gonna open up a little bit. It's coming out, there's an air coming out right there. So we'll give a little bit of a tap on this valve right here. Just kind of shake off the carbon. Give a little bit of a tap with the hammer and a pry bar. Nothing. Yeah, nothing at all. Nope, still the same. Our pressure on the cylinder here is like, oh my god, not even 10 psi. Alright, so it's leaking somewhere. It could be on the piston ring, it's leaked. To find that out, you go look in the dipstick right here, or in this case, we can look on this side of here because the timing cover is gone. Oik. So we know that this is shot right here. So let's try this one, the cylinder right here, right close to the timing chain. All the valves are closed, cam loops are up on the side. Let's put some air in. Right, 70 psi from the tank, and it held about 50, and I could hear the air hissing coming from this side, so that would be the piston ring is leaking. Piston ring on this one. It should have been matched the number, or it could be a little shy, so 70, and then, you know, 50 out of 70, it should have been like 65 or 60 or something like that would be better. But this is kind of okay, but it's not that great. It's a cold engine, you know, but we know that it's leaking from the piston rings. All right, next cylinder. Let's apply some air on this. Holds 10 psi in the cylinder. Oh yeah, it's coming from the intake. Same thing as this one. Yep, intake. All right, let's give a little bit of a tap on this upper valve right there. Shake the valves a little bit, see if it frees them up. Let's go. Oh wow, you see a carbon coming out? Carbon? Wow. Yeah, I was tapping on top of this rocker right here on the edge, on top of the valve, and then all this carbon starts flying. Yeah, we got some build-up carbon in there. And now it's time to take out this head. But we have to let the guy know that there's more damage and not just the timing chain carbon build-up in here. We haven't tested the back yet, but we know if this is bad, we know that the other side is bad as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a bad news for him. Gonna tell him that there's more problem. It's not just a timing chain job. We are gonna have to take out the exhaust manifolds on the front and back and pull out these heads. I guess this is it. This is gonna be just a short video. Let him know what's going on. And if he said go ahead, continue working, I guess we'll make a part 3 video and carry on. Alright, so I just finished talking to the owner of this vehicle. I told him that's more bad news in this engine, that it's not just a timing chain, it's more internal, right on the head here, on the valves and exhaust and intake. So it needs to take out all these heads, and that's a lot of time, that's a lot of work and parts. So he wants to do the estimate of how much to continue, and I told him that, you know, it's a lot easier and cheaper to pull out this whole engine and put a reman engine with everything on it already. It's a lot cheaper to do that compared to salvage this old engine, putting brand new valves, brand new stem seals, heads, brand new head gasket, everything, reseal, you know. He wants to know the estimate of putting a brand new engine in. So we're gonna find that out tomorrow when I go back to work. I'm gonna call a couple places, see how much it costs, and see how much is the GM 3.6 engine, and how long and how far they are. What's the ETA? That's another problem right there, is how long it's gonna wait for the engine to come in. This vehicle is gonna be in the garage for who knows, in about a week or two. Man, it's gonna be all tied up. So that's the scoop. That's the update. The owner of the vehicle wants to find out more in this. He wants to get this thing running, but it's gonna be a deep pockets this on him. Update on this again on our next video. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again on the next one.